Hello and welcome. In this tutorial, we will talk about PHP user-defined functions. So, let's start. Same as, first of all, open up your XAMPP control panel. Turn on the Apache server, then create a new file in htdocs folder named functions.php. Open up your Sublime text editor and write up PHP start and end tag. The real power of PHP comes from its functions. PHP has more than 1,000 built-in functions, and in addition you can create your own custom functions. Besides the built-in PHP functions, it is possible to create your own functions. A function is a block of statements that can be used repeatedly in a program. A function will not execute automatically when a page loads. A function will be executed by a call to the function. A user-defined function declaration starts with the word function. A function name must start with a letter or an underscore. Function names are not case sensitive. Always try to give the function a name that reflects what the function does. Now, we will show an example, where we will create a function named writeMessage. The opening curly brace indicates the beginning of the function code, and the closing curly brace indicates the end of the function. The function will be outputted hello world. To call the function, just write its name followed by brackets. Now, we will talk about PHP function arguments. Information can be passed to functions through arguments. An argument is just like a variable. Arguments are specified after the function name, inside the parentheses. In this example we will write a function with one argument that is fname. When the family name function is called, we also pass along a name, and the name is used inside the function, which outputs several different first names, but an equal last name. Let's run the code. Now, we will show an example of a function with two arguments. In those example, we have noticed that we did not have to tell PHP which data type the variable is. PHP automatically associates a data type to the variable, depending on its value. Since the data types are not set in a strict sense, you can do things like adding a string to an integer without causing an error. In PHP 7, type declarations were added. This gives us an option to specify the expected data type when declaring a function, and by adding the strict declaration, it will throw a fatal error if the data type mismatches. Now, we will show an example where we will try to send both a number and a string to the function without using strict. Here, since strict is not enabled, 5 days is changed to integer 5, and it will return 10. Though a notice will occur. To specify strict, we need to set declare strict underscore types equals 1. This must be on the very first line of the PHP file. Now, since strict is enabled, and 5 days is not an integer, so an error has been thrown. Now, we will talk about PHP default argument value. Here, we will see how to use a default parameter in a function. We will write a function setHeight, and if we call the function setHeight without arguments, it takes the default value as argument. Now, we will see how to returning values using PHP function. To let a function return a value, use the return statement. PHP 7 also supports type declarations for the return statement. Like with the type declaration for function arguments, by enabling the strict requirement, it will throw a fatal error on a type mismatch. To declare a type for the function return, add a colon and the type right before the opening curly bracket when declaring the function. In this example, we are going to specify the return type for the function. Here the error is showing, because we declare return type as integer but the function is returning float. So, we must need to return an integer value through the function. Now we will learn how to pass in arguments by reference. In PHP, arguments are usually passed by value, which means that a copy of the value is used in the function, and the variable that was passed into the function cannot be changed.
When a function argument is passed by reference, changes to the argument also change the variable that was passed in. To turn a function argument into a reference, the ampersand operator is used. That's all about PHP functions. Thank you for watching and see you in the next tutorial.